All right, so I'll continue. So again, like I told you, I was raised with basic values, even when I went to school and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I said, that little tune, first comes love, then comes marriage, and all that stuff. I mean, I don't know about today's kids, but for us in the 90s kids, in the 90s or even the 80s, the 90s and the 80s generation, for us, that was the norm. Like you were supposed to get married. Not only were you supposed to get married, a lot of times you were supposed to get like they called it, and I mean I don't want to talk too much. Sometimes it was like that first relationship you have, that you choose very carefully because that could be your potential partner for life, like you get married to them. Now you know what my stance is and what I learned about that, and I would never do that ever again. Obviously, I would never get into that marriage thing, but I guess that kind of helped me make it up. You know what I mean? I started from a slum and a slump. A slum and a slump, and I had to move up, and I had to go through certain processes. I couldn't just go, okay, somebody tell me everything I need to know now. Okay, I know everything I need to know now. It saves me like 30 years of learning. Now let's get, forward. You know what I mean? It was a process, and it was a natural, legit process. I legit was born like any baby, not knowing that I had anything, like not knowing anything about prior to that, right? Because you're just born, you don't know anything. So I'm not knowing anything prior to that. So that was basically the challenge, I believe. That's what made life so challenging, coming from that and making it to this point. Just having the knowledge that I have right now is like absolutely priceless. I wouldn't have traded, anyways, let's not get into that. But again, like I told you, like that kind of, and what happened was I made an active role in that. So, I did a little bit of crazy shit here and there. I ended up in jail again, was in jail for a little while, doing shit in jail, and then coming out, and then a couple years later getting really active because I got that. Not a couple years, yeah, a couple years later I got my thing to go. I got my bail varied or my house arrest varied so that I could attend college. So that gave me an excuse to go out because there was like the biggest Central Mall was right across the street from the college. So I was going there, just doing everything there, with a little bit of understanding. And it was basically focused around them. And I think that really kind of like took me away from everyone else. Even in that state, not being in an enclave, not having a presence, not having what I have now, not being in the world the way I am now, but that kind of took away from everything, everybody, and I think everybody knew it, and everybody knew that, everybody that knew me, everybody that heard of me or anything, like knew me at any point, knew that, and even people around me, they knew that I cared about them more. You know what I mean? They knew that I cared about them more than I cared about anybody around me. They knew that. You know what I mean? They knew that I cared, you know what I mean? And when upon realizing it and seeing that it wouldn't go away, they were like, they didn't like it, like how come, you know what I mean? Why is this going on? Why is he valuing these, these people, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing it. I was like, no, man, because you're not coming between me and mine. I don't care who you are. I don't care how well you think you know me, or how well you lie to people that you know me, or how much you lie to people that you were my friend or you were with me when all the times that you fucked me over and because you were selfish for yourself, you know what I mean? And you're putting on this show and dude, and I even let them know, man. I was like, I'm just gonna let you know, man, for you and anybody man, you ain't coming between me and mine. You know what I mean? And they were kind of like, okay. And I was like, I'm just letting you know, man. You know what I mean? I'll ride with them before I ride with you. And I'll ride with them if I have to ride against you. You know what I mean? To me, it was very serious. I was taking it very seriously. But, and the rest of the story kind of all broke apart. But you get what I'm saying. Now, I was talking about weight. So even in that environment, being in that time too, is when I when that happened, you know what I mean? And where my past meant not that much to me, people in my past and all that, I didn't really think about them much at all. You know what I mean? There was nobody that really thought about it. I think not only did they know it, they wanted to change it, but they were just afraid. because of like who I become. They were afraid to get into that. They didn't want, you know what I mean? And not only they just felt like they didn't have that confidence that they could do anything with that. And they turned it away, and they turned me away. And oh, he was just some little loser that we don't even think about. We don't even remember his name. We don't care who he is, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which I like. But that's to explain that time. Now this time we're talking about weight. Now I'm in my present, right? And I'll tell you, man, like being in the world is like it is very significant. You know what I mean? When you're in, like when I should say I'm in the world, and it's very significant. You know what I mean? I got my present, and I'm here, and I got, and we all got it. But the point is that a past can mean something when you're in the world. The fact that I never had a presence, never changed, never grew, and it means almost nothing to me. It's almost weightless. It's like a feather versus like a pound of hay. You know what I mean? That's a lot of hay. A pound of hay versus a feather. Like, that's the difference. And the funny thing is, for everybody who says that I ditch my day ones, I'm closer to my to people who were really my day ones when it comes to the persona, self, and ego. I'm more